as many of you know, I'm investigating the pros and cons of career and technical education, or CTE. CTE education combines career-based learning in high school settings along with your traditional classrooms. I first became interested in this because my local high school, St. Helena High, offers programs in career and technical education for agricultural science. So these are classes in ag science, which includes mechanics, workshop experience, and agricultural leadership. We have this program in St. Helena because there's a lot of farming, there's a lot of grapevines, so people do enter into farming, and it's a very big business. I interviewed one of the teachers at St. Helena High School, and she said that many of her students continue on primarily to community colleges to attain further learning in agricultural science and then return back and find jobs in agriculture. So many of these students find this very helpful. This gives a short background of why I became interested in it, and I'm hoping to explore what career and technical education can do on a national level. In 2011, the Harvard Graduate School of Education released a report talking about how the United States has fallen from number 1 in the world in high school graduation rates to number 13. They believe that this is in part due to the structure of our high schools. They looked at countries in Europe primarily and found that about 70% of students in some countries, here we have the Czech Republic, Austria, and the Netherlands, are all right around 70% of their students engage in some kind of vocational program right out of high school, or actually during high school. During 9th and 10th grade generally, they enter in 3-year programs which combine career-oriented education with your traditional education. These generally last about 3 years, and after high school they can choose to either continue on in higher education or go into the workplace in the area of what they studied. In the United States, we don't have very prevalent CTE programs, and this is really because in the United States we believe that all high school students can and really should go to college. Unfortunately, this is not the reality. Here we can see 40% of students end up attaining an associate's degree or a degree which takes 2 years after high school. The other 60% do not end up attaining this degree, and they're the forgotten half. They're the students who are not getting what they could out of high school because they really enter directly into the workforce without skills that they could learn in high school. CTE programs show connections between math, science, and English and the workplace. And many times students find more motivation going through CTE programs because they see what they're learning in high school applies in the real world. So in conclusion, what can CTE programs expanded in the United States provide for students? I think they would greatly benefit students, and in order to implement this, we need to change our mentality towards high school. We need to look and see that not all students are continuing on to college, and many of them will enter the workforce without a further degree. I think that if we can somehow cater our high schools more towards the 60% who are going into the workforce, we will greatly benefit these students. And I think it's important that we change our mentality and realize that 60% of students are not going on to college and should have career and technical education in their high schools. Thank you.
Thank you.